David Smith here with another Flipped Classroom math video. Today's topic, collecting like terms. Let's get started. Like terms can be gathered together, and you can take two terms that are like terms and combine them into one term. There's a definition for what like terms are. Let me put that up right now. Like terms have the same variables So in algebra, we use letters mostly, so I'll put that down, letters. And they have the same indices, or powers, or exponents. Which are powers, exponents. So I'm going to put up a bunch of terms here, and we're going to figure out which ones are like terms, okay? Here's one, 2xy. I have minus 3z squared. I have 4x. I have 16z squared. I have 2x. I have 6xy squared. And I have minus 22xy. So take a minute before I give this away, look at my definition, and then see if you can figure out which ones of these are like terms. There's 3 pairs of like terms. So it tells you that one of those there is not a like term. So pause the video, see what you can do. Great, let's see how you did. Okay, 2xy. There's no powers on this, but I have variables. I have xy. So is there anything else here that's just xy? Well, here's something with an x, something with an x. Oh, here's an xy. So I'm going to circle these. These two are like terms and can be combined. Let's take a look at the z squared. I have a minus 3z squared, and I have 16z squareds. These are also like terms. I'm going to square around these. Maybe that's more of a rectangle. Let's take a look at the 4x. So I need another one that just has one x, and guess what? I have one. So we're gonna triangle around those. And how about my xy squared? Guess what? It's all alone, and there is no xy squared. Okay? So we don't have one of those. So let's talk about how to combine them. Here we've identified which terms are like terms, but now once we've done that, we can combine like terms. So let's take our first pair, 2xy and minus 22xy. So I can just write 2xy minus 22xy. And what's that going to be? Pause the video, figure it out. Let's see how you did. 2xy's minus 22xy's is going to leave us with minus 20xy. Okay? Let's try the next one. I have minus 3z squared, and I have 16z squared. So minus 3z squared, and there's a plus here, because this is positive. So we have minus 3z squared plus 16z squared. Pause the video, see what you get. Okay, let's see how you did. Minus 3 plus 16 is going to leave us with 13z squareds. Okay? Let's do the last one, which is probably the easiest one. 4x plus 2x. These are both like terms. You can combine them. Pause the video. Let's see how you did. Pretty straightforward. 6x. Okay? All right, so let's move on. We're going to do some problems that are a little bit more complicated, but basically you've seen everything here that you need to know how to do those. All right, let's put an expression out. For example, 6x plus 2y minus 3x plus 4. Okay, so So now it's all smeared together, but you can use those little symbols if you want. It's a nice little step, so I'll do that for this problem. Let's circle the first two. Those are like terms. And then do we have any other like terms? Not really. I have a 2y and a 4. Those aren't like, I cannot combine them. But I can combine the 6x minus 3x to leave us with 3x. And then I just bring down the rest, the non-like terms. So it would be plus 2y plus 4. Okay? Let's give you one to try. 17y minus 2x plus 6y plus 4x plus 7. Give that a shot. Pause the video. Let's see how you did. Okay, let's do this one. I'm going to do the coding with the circling and the squaring for this problem, but after that I'm going to drop that step. So how about the 17y? Is there another like term? Sure enough, there's a 6y. So I'll use my circle for that one. And I recommend you circle the sign as well, because that's important. Let's look at my minus 2x. Is there another like term? Sure enough, there's a 4x. So let's use the square for that one. And do I have another just plain old number? I do not, so there's no like term for that one. Now let's do our combining. 17y plus 6y gives us 23y. Minus 2x plus 4x gives us plus 2x. And then I bring down my 7. So that's how you do that one. Let's do one more. We're going to do 6a minus 2a squared plus 14a to the third minus 6a plus 4a squared. Okay? Pause the video, give it a shot. When you're done, come back. Okay, let's see how you did. 6a. Do I have another like term with just an a? Indeed I do. In fact, it's a minus 6a. That's going to cancel out the 6a. So here's another way you can do these. I took care of that, so I'm going to cross those two off. I don't need to deal with them anymore. Let's look at the negative 2a squared. Do I have another a squared term? I do. I have a positive 4a squared. So minus 2 and plus 4 is going to give us 2a squared. I can cross this one off and this one off. Now let's take a look at the last one. I have a plus 14a to the third. There's no like term, so that just comes down. I should show you a convention that we use with algebraic expressions. We always list the highest powers first, or exponents or indices. So that's a squared, but that's a third. So a slightly more correct form would be to write 14a to the third plus 2a squared. And this becomes important later when we start factoring and expanding polynomials. But right now, there you go. I'm going to erase. Action. So we're going to try a couple more. 2x squared minus 3x minus x squared minus 7x plus 9. So give that a try. This is a try. Pause the video. Okay, great. Let's see how you did. 2x squared minus 1x squared leaves me with an x squared. Those are done. Minus 3x squared minus another 7x squared gives us minus 10x squared. Those are done. Let's take a look. I just have a number left, so there's my plus 9. Let's do another one. xy squared plus x squared y plus 2x squared y minus 7 plus xy squared plus 3. So that's the longest one we've done yet. Pause the video, give it a shot. Okay, let's see how you did. Xy squared. That's not a xy squared. That's not, there is one here. Okay, so I have two of those. So 2xy squared. That's done. That's done. Moving on to the next term. I have an x squared y. Here I have 2x squared y. So that's going to give me 3 plus 3x squared y. Cross that off. Right there. Now this time we have two numbers. They are also like term. I have a minus 7 and a plus 3. That's going to leave me with minus 4. So there you have it. If you like this video, give me a like down below or subscribe if you wish.